Hi there guys, welcome to another Palace Daily. Join me outside. I decided I might as well sit outside today, change up a bit. I'm wearing my Palermo shirt. Really like this shirt, that's why I'm wearing it. A bit bright, it's a bit, dull today, so it kind of brightens up the atmosphere a bit. So, yeah, a little change of scenery today. But today's video, guys, I just want to talk about the breaking news that came out that LEROY SANE has not been named in Germany's World Cup squad. What on earth is going on? I mean, we've had some really high profile names coming out, and it's kind of what this video is going to be about on this Palace Daily. Not so much Palace focus, but more World Cup focus. So obviously Leroy Sané has just been missed out on, or just been dropped from the Germany squad. I've got no idea why. He's had double figures for goals and assists for City this season, by far the best season in his career. Won the Premier League, obviously. I don't know what more he has to do to get in. I don't know what Joachim Löw and the rest of the German staff are thinking. I don't know why he's been dropped out. It'll be interesting to see if any reports come out as to why he's been dropped out. And if you guys, any of you watching this know or have heard any rumours of why Leroy Sané has been left out of the squad, please drop down in the comments below. I'd love to know why, because it baffled me. So today's video, guys, is basically going to be talking about the players that have missed out on the World Cup or are going to miss out. You got Leroy Sané. The other big profile one that I've also done a video on further a few weeks ago was Nainggolan. He missed out on the provisional squad when the teams got called up for the friendlies for Belgium. Obviously a bit of history. Roberto Martinez didn't really get on very well, and you can kind of understand therefore why he was dropped by Martinez or wasn't picked. Leroy Sané, though, I've got no idea what has the kid got to do. Other high-profile names you're looking at France, you've got Benzema obviously missing out there, Martial, Lacazette, Payet. All of those players missed out on the French squad. In Brazil, you've got David Luiz, Alexandro, Fabinho. 3 massive players there. Imagine if they were English, they'd be straight into the English squad no matter what season they've had, to be honest. It's just crazy. So, and I think that obviously you've got some players like David Luiz, for example, who've not been playing well or not hardly played this season, or the season just gone, shall I say, and you can, in that sense, you can kind of understand why they've been left out. Same with Martial, he's been in and out, he hasn't really shown much form, and in the Brazilian and French squads especially, they're 2 sides that are probably looking to win the tournament. I mean, all the teams in it are looking to win it, but realistically, they'll be disappointed if they don't win it. That's the sort of quality they have in their squad, so they need all their players to be playing games regularly throughout the season. So in that sense, you can understand why some of these players have been dropped. Same with the Spanish squad, like Sergio Roberto, he's missed out. So there's a number of players you can understand why they've been dropped or not been picked, shall I say. But then when you come to players like Fabinho, I'm going to go back to Alexandro. I'm staying with the Brazil part here. They've both been key parts of their teams, respectively, Monaco and Juventus, respectively, and it just doesn't make sense to me, especially with Alexandro. He's been like one of the key players on that left wing back spot for Juventus, bombing up and down the wing, and I just don't understand. Obviously, Marcelo's probably going to start ahead of him for Brazil, but I don't get why he wouldn't even be in the squad. Leroy Sané as well. I don't know who plays necessarily ahead of him at left wing in the Germany squad. I don't know who would be better than him there. I mean, Thomas Müller's in it, and he will obviously be playing. He can play at right mid or more central, like centre forward sort of spot. But in terms of wingers, they haven't got too many options. Serge Gnabry, I mean, I don't think they've got too many options in terms of pure pace and like threat, especially with players that are on form. So let me know your thoughts, guys. Comments down below. What is going on with all these national managers, especially with the top national teams, the top seeded national teams, dropping some of these key players that have had good seasons and not been picked? What do you think is the key reason behind it? Is it purely because they're not getting on with the manager, like Nainggolan's situation? Is it because that they've been in and out of the team and not had enough game time, and no matter how big the player is, some of these top national sides will be looking to at least get to the final or the semi-final of the competition and feel they need players that have just been playing week in, week out for their clubs? Do you think that's a reason why they've dropped some, or not picked some of these big players that have missed out? Let me know your thoughts. It's just crazy, and it just goes to show how good the quality of these teams are, because the World Cup's still going to be massive, still going to be loads of really top world-class players, obviously, and yeah, you got this long list of players that are going to be missing out. So yeah, Bellerin as well. I've just remembered Bellerin, so there's a number of players that should be there, and I think if they were English, would definitely be there, but aren't. So Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. Can you, and also put down an 11? Can you put down a goalkeeper back for like a 4-3-3 formation or any formation you want, but a starting 11 of players missing out on the World Cup? I'd be really interested to see your thoughts on it all and what teams you can make and things like that. But yeah, crazy. No, it's big one for me. Leroy Sane is not at the World Cup. What is going on?